I have officially read the entire Powerless trilogy. Let's get into it. I loved the first book so much. This was definitely a 10 out of 10 read for me. Hunger Games meets like magic. I'll say the only thing that I do have when it comes to like notes about the first one is I do feel like the whole enemies to lovers trope kind of was not really there. Fell for Peyton like immediately. It was more so like he was her enemy but she was not his, which I guess is still like an enemies to lovers type thing. Loved how Peyton kind of was like fighting the urge to either be friends with Kai, care about him, be his enemy. Like she was just going kind of back and forth. It was a 10 out of 10. I also loved like Kit and Peyton's interactions in this book. Loved the ending though. It was kind of like a little cliffhanger when Peyton killed the king and Kai was saying how she needs to run because when he catches her, he will not falter. Or Reckless. I will say this was my least favorite book out of the trilogy just because one, obviously it's shorter, but I also do feel like the whole back and forth of Kai trying to get Peyton back to Ilya. It was with Kit. They should have been back by now. The sewer scene really got me, you guys. I was so convinced that that was it. And I knew that there was a third book. I knew this wasn't the end, but that sewer scene really got me, you guys. I really thought that they were goners. Really loved Kai and Peyton's story here. This was kind of more the enemies to lovers I was looking for that was missing in the first book. Loved this book so much. I flew through it. The plot twists were twisting in this book. Kit and Peyton are half siblings. Callum is Peyton's father. The Queen Iris had an affair and she's a lost princess. Kit took the plague, sent the plague to neighboring kingdoms in the box of roses to the queen. I was gagged. Like, I was reading the last 100 pages and I just could not fathom. Kai and Peyton have a future, have a little daughter named Kit. I thought that was super sweet. Did cry when Kit died. I will say I haven't read Fearful and I haven't read Powerful. You guys need to let me know if I really need to read those novellas. Did not think that Kit becoming the villain, other than Callum, of course, he was the main like antagonist, I feel like at the end of the series, and we learned that he was the true mastermind during, even in the beginning of book 1, after his villain era, but I do know it's because he just wanted his brother back. I loved the Powerless series. It was one of my favorite series I've ever read. I recommend the Powerless trilogy. It was honestly so good.